Thank you for joining me today. We're going to start in an easy cross-legged seat here. Going to have our palms in our laps, the palms facing up, and maybe bring the thumbs to touch, just to draw that awareness inwards here. We can begin to close our eyes and be steady with the breath, taking those long inhalations and deep exhalations here. Let's feel our spine be long, our chin lifted, and the body beginning to surrender into our practice. As our knees hang heavy, we feel the opening in the hips and the shoulders draw down. We want to feel the rise of the chest here. Begin to expand through that breath and the slow exhale through the nose as we control it that bit more. If you have any worries or stresses about the day that's just been or the day ahead, let's just let them go with the exhales here. Inhale space. And exhale any stale energy. I'm going to take a few neck rolls here, just drawing the chin in towards the chest, moving to one side, rolling the head back and then the other. Feeling some ease in the body here, just finding a little movement. And then we move in the other direction. We find stillness. We have a soft gaze. And we're going to work through our side body here. We're going to release that left leg away. We're going to have that left thigh come towards the right foot here. Start to neutralize through the body. Just taking an easy side body stretch first. So planting that right hand down, you're going to bend the elbow and sweep that left arm overhead. The gaze is up. You begin to open through that chest. Inhale, you lengthen. And on the exhale, we're going to draw towards that left side. You're going to feel the stretch a bit deeper here. That left hand plants down, that right arm comes overhead. Lengthening through that top arm, maximising that stretch here in the side body. And as we come back towards the right, we're going to shift the weight forwards, hips draw forwards here, lengthen through. As we come to center, we're going to hug that left knee in towards the left elbow. Maybe you take the foot with the right hand, or if you have the space, it comes towards that elbow. And the elbow here. We lengthen through the spine, chest towards the leg. We begin to rock side to side, just finding some space here. Find stillness, lengthen through. And then peace fingers around that left big toe. You're going to draw that leg out here. We're opening through. And release the leg down, working once more into that side body stretch here. Already gaining so much length in the body. And inhale to center. We're going to swap sides. So we're going to have that right thigh drawing into that left foot here. Neutralize through the body, sink down. An easy side body stretch, planting that left hand down, bend the elbow, right arm overhead, lengthen through. Inhale, lengthen. And on the next exhale, draw towards the right here. So that left arm overhead. Keep drawing down, working into the stretch. And as we come back towards the left, plant the hand down, drive the hips forwards, lengthen through that body. And we come to center, left peace fingers around that left big toe. And extend that leg out towards, right fingers around that right big toe, and extend it out towards the right here. Draw forwards with the chest. And start to lower that leg down, lifting that left arm overhead, work into that side body. And inhale to center. We're going to draw the feet in, interlace the fingers, hands underneath the feet here. Lengthen forwards. On the exhale, lower here, bend the elbows, maybe come to the calves, you find a deeper opening. Can you lengthen that bit more? Keep the seat drawing back. And inhale, begin to rise. Hands to the outside of the thighs, draw them in here. And just give yourself a little hug as we lengthen through the spine. Feel your breath come back to your practice, what you want to get out of it today. Good, and we cross the ankles, we draw forwards. We come into our tabletop here. Knees under the wrists, knees under the hips, wrists under the shoulders. Spread those fingers, planting down. And we're going to work through our cat-cows. Inhale, drop in the belly, lift the head and tailbone. Exhale, push away and round through. Continue moving with the breath as we take 2 more rounds. And then the last one, find that pinch point, drawing all the way up here with that tailbone. And letting go of any soul energy on the exhale here. We have a neutral spine. We're going to lower the elbows here, draw the chest down. And we're pressing up, tucking the toes under. First downward facing dog. Beginning to find movement in the body here. We're going to roll forwards, lengthen out to plank, neutralize, and then knees down. Release the feet, lower the chest. Inhale, rise, cobra. Exhale, extend a child's pose, seat towards the heels. Inhale, roll forwards, lengthening to tabletop. Drawing the chest down, pressing up here, and downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg towards the sky, 3-legged dog here. Keep driving out of the hands as you lift that top leg. And stepping that foot in between the hands. Big step. Left knee draws down, low lunge here, we're going to rise. Going to cross the thumbs here, lifting up, find that back bend. And just try and keep the arms lifted as we straighten that front leg, send the arms back, runner's lunge. Driving back with the shoulders, lengthening through with the fingertips here. You're going to bend that right knee, frame that front foot, left toes tuck under, lift the back leg, and stepping back, downward facing dog. Inhale, forwards to plank. Knees down or chaturanga here. Finding that lift in cobra, upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. On the next inhale, sweeping that left leg up towards the sky, pointing the toes. Keep driving out of the hands. And stepping that foot through in between the hands here. Right knee down, release the back foot to a rising low lunge. Crossing the thumbs here, lift with the chest. And on the next exhale, sweeping back, runner's lunge. Coming forwards to frame that front foot. Right toes tuck under, lift the back leg, stepping back downward facing dog. Flowing through our vinyasa, forwards to plank, and moving through. Meeting and downward facing dog. Going to sweep the right leg up towards the sky. We're going to bend that knee at the top, squeeze that top foot close towards the glute here. And step that foot to the outside of the right hand. You're going to send the shoulders over the wrist here. Keep that back leg activated, no dip in the knee. And you're going to neutralize here, knee back in line with the ankle. Right arm up towards the sky. Driving out to that left hand here. Right hand down to the inside that right foot, left foot 45 degrees, sweeping that left arm up, keep the hips low. Nice, and that left hand travels down. You're going to draw that right foot to meet the left, side plank. Sweeping that right arm up here. Right foot steps forwards, square the hips, we're rising to high crescent lunge. The palms are facing in. That back leg is strong, we're lifting the chest here. And on the next exhale, come forwards to frame. Downward facing dog. And moving through your vinyasa. Keep drawing the shoulders back, and then we're going to meet in downward facing dog. On the next inhale, left leg towards the sky, three-legged dog. Bend that knee, draw the foot close towards that right glute here. Keep the weight even out the hands. And stepping that foot to the outside of the left hand. Shoulders over wrists, we draw forwards. And send that knee back in line with the ankle. Left arm draws up, find that opening. And now left hand down inside that foot, right foot 45 degrees, right arm up towards the sky. Good, driving out to that fingertips here. And right hand down towards the earth. Turn that right foot in. Strong arms here as that left foot comes to meet the right. Side plank, left arm up. Steady with your breath. And that left foot steps forwards here. Turn that right foot in, sweeping the arms back and then rising here, high crescent lunge. Lifting with the chest, extend out to the fingertips. And on the next exhale, frame that front foot. Downward facing dog. Forwards to plank. Moving through. Finding ourselves in downward facing dog when we're ready. We're going to look forwards. We're going to step or hop the feet towards the hands and fold. You're going to find a halfway lift. And exhale, release. Get hinging from the hips here. Encouraging the weight to come down. We're going to bend the knees, sweep the arms back and rise to our chair. We have a flat back, we're sitting into our seat, weight into the heels. On the next inhale, we're going to lift the chest, find that back bend at the top. And exhale, release, arms by our side. Get extending through the arms here, fingertips drawing down. I'm going to start to flow a bit further here, working to a balance. We're going to come to dancer's pose. So weight into the left leg, going to bend that right knee and catch the inside of that foot as we lift it up. Left hand towards the chest. And we start to hinge forwards, kicking that foot into the hand and extending that left arm in front of us. We keep lifting. Don't worry if you fall out, take your time to come back in. 3 more here. And we come into one-legged chair as that knee draws forwards, cross that leg over the left thigh and extend the arms. Within that opening in the hips. And with control, we're going to unravel and step it back to low lunge. You're going to be light with the foot and the knee here, releasing the arms up. Bringing our left hand to our right thigh. Extend out of the fingertips, let's find that back bend. Drop that left shoulder. Hands come towards chest center, taking that twist as the right elbow hooks round the left thigh. Lengthen out of the spine, look over your left shoulder. Going to tuck the right toes under, lift the back leg and hold. We're going to lift and unravel for warrior two, opening the arms here. Sinking into that front knee. And find our reverse warrior. We're going to reach forwards, flip that left palm and send it back, work into that side body. With control, we start to come down, frame that front foot, right foot turns in, left arm reaches up, feeling that lift, and release the frame. Left foot comes to meet the right, side plank, left arm draws up. With control, into plank, neutralize through the body, shift the weight forwards and flow. Meeting and downward facing dog. We're going to hug that right knee in towards the chest. You're going to draw the weight forwards and step it forwards here. Hands to chest center. We're going to lift for warrior three. Bend that left knee, start to draw that back leg up, working towards hip height here. And step forwards to chair, take your seat. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. And we start to work into the other side here. So make sure our feet are under the hips, toes forwards. Weight into that right leg, we're going to bend that left knee and catch the inside of that foot here as we start to lift and catch our dances. Right hand towards the chest. Let's start to kick that foot to the hand and extend that right arm forwards. Find a point to fix your gaze and slow down the breath to help you here. Left knee comes in line with the chest here. And you take one-legged chair as you cross that leg over the right. Extend the arms. Coming deeper. And a soft placement here as we step it back into our low lunge. Releasing that back foot, we draw the chest up. Into our back bend, right hand, left thigh. Extend that top arm. Drop the right shoulder. And come forwards for a twist, hands to prayer, left elbow hooks around that right thigh. Extend through the spine and then look behind you. Left toes tuck under, let's lift that back leg. As we come to center, let's lift and open for warrior two. Finding that knee in line with that ankle here. Let's start to reach forwards, flip the palm, reverse warrior. Work into that side body, keep sinking forwards. And let's start to come forwards to frame that front foot, left toes turn in. Sweeping that right arm up, extend. And back down to frame. Working into side plank, right foot meets the left. Sweeping that right arm up. Into plank. Shift the weight forwards and flow. And we're meeting in downward facing dog. Feeling the hips scoop high, just find your breath here. Spread those fingers. You're going to hug that left knee in towards the chest. We're going to shift the weight forwards and step that left foot through. Hands to chest center. We're going to come into warrior three, bending that right knee, sweeping that back leg up hip height, keeping that control. And step that foot forwards for chair. Weight into the heels. Can you come lower? And inhale, rise. Exhale, release the arms here in our mountain pose. So we're going to begin to extend through that flow now, having fun with it, trying to keep those transitions as smooth as possible and feeling strong but light in the body. So we check our alignment first. Our feet are under the hips, toes forwards. We've got room to step back and weight into the left leg. Let's take our dancer's pose. Taking that right foot here, left hand to chest, and let's find that extension. Always come back to the breath to help you, especially in keeping it steady here. Right knee comes towards the chest. This time, right peace fingers around that right big toe, left hand to hip. This may be enough for us, otherwise we can extend that foot out, release that left arm. Keep drawing out of that standing leg. And come into one-legged chair. Draw that knee in, draw that right foot across the left thigh, taking our seat. With control, stepping it back, high crescent lunge this time. And then we're going to drop that right knee, take a pulse, inhale, drive it up. Left hand to right thigh, lifting that top arm. Work into the back bend, back legs activated. And twisted lunge, hands to prayer over that left thigh. Into warrior two, opening up, looking at our left fingertips. Right hand comes to the left hip, reach forwards, let the palm reverse warrior. We're driving back with the torso sinking forwards to that front knee. Start to straighten that front leg. We're going to inhale, reach forwards, and lower for our triangle here, that top arm lifts. Gaze comes down. We're going to draw the hands to the inside of that left foot here. Staying here. Or maybe we come onto the forearms and inside that left foot into our lizard here. Put in that opening. Soften through the heart, the chest here, allow it to melt through. And plant the hands down, so that left foot down. Left foot comes to meet the right, side plank. From here, you're going to bend that left knee, step it back, wild thing, as you lift the hips and chest. Looking towards the top of your mat, you're going to step that left foot forwards with control. Left hand comes behind the left calf, you're on the right fingertips. Bend that right knee, we're springing it up here, standing splits. Drawing yourself in, keep finding that extension. And bend that left knee, right foot comes in, draw out for your chair. Coming low. On the next exhale, we're going to fold. Halfway lift. And release. Bend the knees. We're stepping or jumping back into our chaturanga or plank, flowing through. And we're meeting in downward facing dog here. Catching your breath, spread those fingers. Drawing that right leg up towards the sky, point the toes. Keep lifting. And stepping that foot forwards. You're on the fingertips, feel the length. And stepping forwards to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Going to bend the knees, sweep the arms back, and drop the flat back here. Find that lift. And release. Coming into our mountain pose. Taking a few breaths here, just feeling steady. Notice how the feet are pressing into the earth. Let's make sure we're anchoring down, really spreading those toes. Feeling the inner and outer arches of our feet pressing down here. Weight into the right leg. Bend that left knee. We're coming into our dancer's pose. Last one of these here. Let's find maybe our biggest lift yet as we kick the foot into the hand. You're feeling that stretch in the chest. Our knee comes back towards the chest here, and peace fingers round that left big toe. Lifting out of that standing leg, and when you're ready, extend that leg out towards the left, the right arm lifts. We're drawing the weight out of that right leg, that extension here. One-legged chair as that leg crosses over the right, extend the arms. Weight into the heels. We're going to feel that really long spine here. Unravel that left leg. We're stepping for high crescent lunge. Toes facing forward. Lift that chest. And we're taking the pulse, drawing that left knee down, sending it back up here. Go, send that left heel back so we have a straight back leg. Right hand to left thigh. Drop the right shoulder into our back bend. Keep sinking into that front knee. And twisted lunge, hands come over that right thigh. Open for warrior two. Knees in line with the ankle, keeping that strength, that alignment intact. Left hand to right hip, let's reach forwards, flip the palm, reverse warrior. Working deep into that back body here. Straighten that front leg. Let's start to hinge forwards and come into our triangle. Right hand underneath the shoulder or resting on the inside of that calf here. Left arm draws up. Our gaze is down. We're going to bend that right knee. Hands draw to the inside of that right foot. Left foot turns in. We stay here, then we can come onto our forearms. And when you're ready, draw into the side of that right foot here, into our lizard. Trying to keep that back leg activated here. A few more breaths. Allowing the chest to melt through. And the hands draw in, right sole of the foot down. And when you're ready, right foot meets the left, side plank, right arm up. Bend that right knee, step that foot behind, lift the hips and chest overhead. Good, we keep lifting here, two more. And coming into plank. Neutralize through the body, shift the weight forwards and we flow. Good, meeting in downward facing dog here. We're going to bend that right knee, we're going to travel forwards, stepping that foot forwards here. Hands to chest center. Bend that left knee, lifting, for warrior three here when we're ready. Left hand down towards the earth, right hand behind the calf. Draw that left arm up, standing splits. And step that left foot in to meet the right. You'll rise into your chair. Coming low. And on the next exhale, you fold. Halfway lift. And release. Bend the knees, step a jump back, we're flowing through. Meeting in downward facing dog. We're going to come into our crow pose from here. So you can walk the hands towards the feet. You're going to heel toe the feet out here. The toes are pointing out. We're going to bend the knees. We're going to have the back of the triceps connect with the inside of our knees here. We're going to draw the weight forwards. And we're going to feel the tip of our toes want to come off the earth here. We're pressing our hands out of the earth, squeezing the toes in, finding our crow. Okay, we're holding there, we're having fun, you can come back into it. And when you're ready, we're going to draw down onto our seats. Coming towards the center of the mat here. I'm going to find that hug here with the knees once more, lengthening through the spine. Being grateful for how our body was able to move in our practice today. Feeling gratitude that we turned up to the mat. With control, hands by our side. Drawing the seat close towards the heels, we're going to start to draw down. Lengthen through the spine here. We're going to have our hands pressing into the earth. We're going to press out to the soles of the feet and start to lift our hips here. We're going to take a bridge pulse. As you lift, you feel the chest come towards the crown of the head, the shoulders back. On the exhale, start to lower the hips. 2 more. Find the biggest lift you can. Shoulders back and exhale, drawing down. Once the spine connects to the earth, we find that final lift. And releasing here. We're going to draw the knees in towards the chest. We're going to open the knees wide and extend the arms here, feeling that opening. We're going to draw the knees to center and then wrap that right leg around the left here. You're going to squeeze the legs in. Big stretch here through the hip flexor. Release that right arm, left hand comes to outside that right thigh. I'm going to sweep it across to the left, the head turns to the right. You're taking a big breath in. And exhale, softening through the body here. Working through that twist. Can you draw it around a tiny bit more? You're going to keep the legs as they are. They're going to draw to center. We're going to take eagle arms, drawing that right arm underneath the left here. We're going to come into our eagle crunch. You're going to lengthen the limbs away. And an inhale, draw in. Exhale, extend the elbows coming overhead. Squeezing in. 1 more. Okay, we come to neutral here. Unravel the legs, take hold of the shins. We open up. Find that breath, feel that opening in the body. And we begin to take that other side now. Left leg comes across that right leg. Squeezing the legs in, working through that hip flexor. Begin to release that left arm to the side. Right hand to the outside that left thigh, and we're drawing the leg across to the right, taking a deep breath in, and turn your head to the left here as we soften through that left shoulder and release into the earth. Start to draw the knees in towards center here. We're going to have the left arm come under the right for our final round of eagle crunches here. Going to squeeze in and exhale, extend arms overhead, drawing in. Exhale. One more. Extending. Drawing into neutral, and then unravel the limbs here. Take hold of the shins, open up. And with control, we lower the legs here, soles of the feet press together, the knees fall wide. Sweep the arms overhead, find a big stretch here, and start to draw the arms by our side, palms facing up. Just feeling the breath, feeling the steadiness of the body now. Try to encourage the lower part of the spine to draw into the earth. We're going to lift the chest, roll the shoulders back. Find your deep inhalation. And the full exhale here. We're going to empty the lungs completely. And find the breath become steady and longer and fuller here. We're going to start to extend the legs for our Shavasana. Relax through the body. Allow the face to be soft. Little smile in the mouth here as we're relaxed. Grateful for our body to be still here. The work it's done. Let's take the biggest breath in we've taken all day. And with our exhale, we find ourselves drawing into our Shavasana now, enjoying the stillness. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.